पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री गुरु वृंदाय सर्व वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण नमः। Happy to be here again tonight in this wonderful temple of Radha Gopal Krishna. I want to say Kanu Garden, Kanai Garden. So happy to be here and have wonderful association of sadhus. And Prabhu yesterday requested to speak on Sampradaya, and we have touched some topics. So maybe I'll continue with that, with your permission and blessing. So yesterday we were glorifying Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda and how they have appeared as the sun and the moon on the horizon of Gauda, Bengal, and they are dissipating the darkness, tamonudo, of ignorance. And they are giving the auspiciousness to the world, chitroshandao, tamonudo. So these two brothers are very unique because they are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and one just like a sun, Lord Chaitanya, and one like a moon, Lord Nityananda, are destroying the darkness of Kali Yuga together. So if sun and the moon appear together, that is very auspicious, and our minds are uplifted. So if Supreme Personality of Godhead appears along with his first expansion, Sandhini Shakti, Lord Nityananda, then this must be very, very auspicious occasion. And especially Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself, have come in the mood of Hladini Shakti, Srimati Radharani, and therefore they are giving the highest bhakti of Unata Ujjvala Rasa, the devotional service as executed by Vrajavasis, and especially Vrajavadus, the gopis, cowherd girls of Vrindavan. So Lord Chaitanya, who is actually Antayami Gora, is within the heart of a living being. He destroys the darkness of ignorance, of conditioned consciousness, by two things, but by Bhagavad Shastra and Bhagavad Bhakta. These two represent Bhagavad Sangha, association with a great saintly sadhus. So if we want to associate with great sadhus in this world, then we need to approach Shastra and Bhakta. So one is in the form of a book and one is in the form of a living person. So we need to learn the science of devotional service, Bhakti Shastra, from a living person, and this living person is always referring to Shastra. If you want to verify the words of anyone, then definitely we should refer to Shastra. And any bhakti which is not according to scriptures is just disturbance in society. Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatrika Vidimbina. How is it? Akaitiki Harir Bhakti Upatyaiva Kalpate. If devotional service is not according to Shruti, Smriti, Purana and other scriptures, authorized scriptures like Pancharatra Vidi, which advocate Akaitiki Harir Bhakti, or the absolute Akaitiki Bhakti to Hari, Lord Hari, such a devotion is just disturbance in society. Why is like that? Because, for example, we do deity worship, And books like Hari Bhakti Vilasa, Pancharatra Pradip, Gaur Govinda Archana Smarana Padati, they explain deity worship. And someone comes and said, no, it's like this, I know. So it's disturbance in society. Because although someone is sadhu, that doesn't mean that he have a free will to speak or do as he likes. So he follows Shastra. And those who are most exemplary, they are narrated their lives are narrated in scriptures. So scriptures are nothing else but lives of great personalities and Krishna himself. So we need to know how to properly study scriptures and associate with devotees. The scriptures have potency to uplift ourselves, but because our consciousness is not developed completely, therefore we need the help of a sadhu who will develop our consciousness. So therefore only in association of sadhu, studying scriptures in association of sadhu and guru. So then sadhu is living example of Shastra. Just like Srila Prabhupada used to be known as living Bhagavad. We have Bhagavad Shastra, but Srila Prabhupada is living Bhagavad. You see how he lives, how he eats, how he speaks, how he walks. Like Gita is saying, Arjuna is asking Krishna, how is enlightened person speaking, sitting and walking? And by living sadhu, we see how he speaks, sits and walks. And what that means? Speaking means how he thinks. How he sits means how he controls his senses. He's not engaging his senses. And walking means engaging senses. So speaking and restraining senses and using senses. So therefore living with sadhu is the essential part of our spiritual life. And the Sampradaya works on Guru Shishya Parampara. And the most essential part of that is Guru Shishya Sambandha, the relationship of Guru and Shishya. Because if there is no relationship, knowledge cannot be transmitted. Because knowledge is not just information, knowledge is practiced, experienced knowledge from scriptures. Knowledge is not just some kind of informations, or I know this shloka, I know that shloka. No, but how much you are applying that shloka. So Guru Shishya Parampara or Sambandha is the essential part of Sampradaya, and therefore we always depend on our Gurus. So in Sadhu Sangha, the most important part is to develop affection and understanding for Krishna. As per Chaitanya Charitamrita, the definition of Sadhu Sangha is Krishna Sadhu Sanghe Rati Buddhi Paya. Krishna Sadhu Sanghe Rati Buddhi Paya. Sadhu Sangha is the one which creates in us affection and understanding of Krishna, increasing Paya. Rati Buddhi Paya. So Sadhu Sangha is not just to come to temple. Sadhu Sangha is not just to have some conversation with those who are in temple. Sadhu Sangha is not just different kinds of interactions, but Sadhu Sangha is that association which is increasing our affection for Krishna and understanding of Him. So if it's not increasing our affection for Krishna, then this is not good quality sadhu sangha. Kanishtadhikaris are also sadhus. Madhyamadhikaris, Uttamadhikaris, all are sadhus. So we don't disregard any Vaishnava, but we should know how to associate with different categories. One who is more advanced with us, we serve and respect them. Those who are equal to us, we create friendship with them, And those who are less advanced, we are merciful towards them. And then naturally, we can nicely progress. And the biggest issue is to associate with those who are equal with us. Because seniors we can serve and respect, and juniors somehow, but if we don't know ourselves enough, then we cannot associate with equals. To have friendship, to have deep bonding based on devotional service. Someone with whom we can do guhyam akati prishate, to reveal our mind confidentially and inquire about the absolute truth. To say, oh Prabhu, I cannot stop, I don't know, taking coffee, whatever. I don't have taste for chanting. What can you recommend me? This is real friendship. That we can reveal our heart to someone, and he can also reveal his heart to us. And we have trust that this person will not spread what we have told him. Oh, this Prabhuji, he told me that he doesn't have taste, or he drinks coffee sometime, or whatever nonsense he's doing, any kind of vice. So if you reveal what Vaishnava told you, then you can create Vaishnava aparadha. There are 6 kinds of Vaishnava aparadhas. The most mild one is if you see a Vaishnava and you don't become happy. This is the most mild one. You see him and you're not happy. Then the next level is if we criticize Vaishnava. Then if we scold Vaishnava, we chastise him. Then next one is if we beat Vaishnava. And after that is if we kill Vaishnava. This one is the worst. But sometimes blaspheming Vaishnava can be worse than killing him. We can ruin his social life, his reputation. So just like Ashwatthama, he was alive but dead. So if we ruin someone like this, it's like a killing. So then our bhakti will disappear from heart, and because of these Vaishnava aparadhas, and it will be very difficult for us to associate furthermore with Vaishnavas. So however, that doesn't mean that we don't see that some Vaishnavas needs help in something. No? We see that someone needs help, so we help him. Okay, he had a problem with this, so we approach and ask, oh Prabhu, how are you? How is your spiritual life? Can we assist you something? You don't feel enthusiastic. So that's care which Lord Chaitanya was doing by himself. He was serving prasadam. He was the leader. He was serving prasadam to others. He was offering obeisances to others. He was touching feet of others. So such an exemplary person. So we have greatest example in our scriptures how to be a Vaishnava. And we always actually depend on association of sadhus. From beginning of our spiritual life all the way till Prema Bhakti. It's said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Bhakti Janma Mulya Eta Sadhu Sangha. Pardon me. Tenno Prema Bhakti Puna Mukhya Anga. That the root cause, Janma Mula, of Bhakti is association with sadhus. And even on Tenno, on the level of Prema Bhakti, most essential and the most important part of devotional service, Mukhya Anga, is Sadhu Sangha. The beginning, how we became devotee, through association with some devotee. He was telling us about Bhakti and his experiences preaching. Preaching is important because it's kind of empowering others with Bhakti. Actually, this word preaching is not adequate to explain prachar. Prachar is not preaching. We are not preaching. Sometimes we use this word because there is no equivalent in English. But pracharana is not preaching. Prachar means you relish your Krishna consciousness so much that you cannot help yourself and stop yourself in giving this to others. You know, when you are in bliss of Krishna consciousness, you want to give this to everyone. Sometimes we as devotees in ISKCON and Krishna consciousness movement, we become criticized. We're too fanatical in preaching. I know from my example and family, but it's just because you want to give them this. It's nothing else. I don't want that you become any other member of any religion. I don't want to convert you. I just want you to taste this. You become disappointed if people don't take this. It's not about making members of any institution, religion, or anything like that. Prachara means to share Gaura Bhakti, Radha Krishna Bhakti. So, as we say, preaching, in that context, this is proper explanation. But if we want to make members and larger institutions, it's not about that. We are losing the potency to that. It's about, then it becomes about belonging to some group, organization, but it's not about that. This Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is not about that. It's about sharing bhakti, empowering others. And then our bhakti is growing even more. Bhakti Lata, it's growing. Yesterday when I saw these walls, they look so much like Bhakti Lata. This whole temple is covered with Bhakti Lata. So, preaching is there, prachara is sharing bhakti. And Teno Prema Bhakti Puna Mukhya Anga, the most important limb of devotional service on Prema Bhakti. That means from Shraddha to Prema, Sadhu Sangha is the most important. Because in Sadhu Sangha, we get those blessings of higher levels. After Nishta, our sadhana is not so much worth. Of course we do sadhana, you get ruchi taste for chanting, but if we come to those levels after Nishta, at least sadhus are saying like that, it's just blessings. You can't achieve Goloka and this Vraja Bhakti without blessings of Guru Guranga. So after that we definitely depend so much. We do our efforts. Yesterday we were explaining the definition of sadhana bhakti. We do our own efforts, but this bhakti must descend and accept us in the service. So on any level, we should associate with sadhus. And we see how the residents of Vrindavan, the holistic shelter of seniors, and such bhakti is called Ragatmika Bhakti. And on high levels of our sadhana bhakti, Raganuga is developed only through association with those who already have that. It cannot be achieved by any kind of tapasya, or dana, or yajna, or yoga, or dhyana. It can be only descent through sadhus. So we should always seek for the association of sadhus. So how we associate with sadhus? Srila Rupa Goswami have written this wonderful book, Sri Upadeshamrita, which explains everything from Shraddha to Prema, even before Shraddha. Vachuvega Vana Sakroda. This doesn't have anything to do with Shraddha. It's before Shraddha. It's just to control senses. To control senses is not limbo bhakti necessarily. But then it's explaining what is destroying bhakti. Shatir bhakti vinashati. Adhyahana prayasascha prajalpani magraha. How's it? Jana sangha chalolyacha shatir bhakti vinashati. Overeating. Just like whenever I'm in Bahrain, I'm overeating. Today also, they cannot stop. People are forcing you to eat. So what can you do? Fortunately, it is prasadana. Atihara, prayasa, over endeavor for material achievements, prajalpa, gramya katha, speaking so many things of this world which are not connected with Krishna. Niyamagraha, either being too much attached to rules and regulations or not following rules and regulations, not knowing the purpose of rules and regulations, jana sangha, going for different kinds of movies, clubs and whatever. All this destroys bhakti. Shabir bhakti vinashati. So how can you associate properly then with others? Your bhakti will not be satisfied. Shabir bhakti viprasidati is the next, which explains how to perform angas which uplifts our bhakti. Utsaha, nishchaya, dhairya, tat karma pravartana, asasanga tyaga, satovrite, shabir bhakti prasidyati. Those activities which are enthusiastically performing devotional service, being steady, following the activities, angas of bhakti like Shravana, Kirtan, Vishnu Smaranam, Tat Karma Pravartanam, Asasanga Tyaga, living the association of asadhus, those who doesn't have good manners and not favorable for devotional service, and following sadhus, satovrite, is very favorable for devotional service. And then within devotional service, so this two are like yama niyama. Vinashati, this we don't follow because niyama, because it destroys our bhakti. Yama, which we accept, which increases our bhakti. It is same like vidhi and nisheda, rules and regulations. And then this creates shraddha, and when we have shraddha, then we can associate with sadhus. And with sadhus, what we do? Next verse of what Padashamrita explaining. How's my verse?
Extend loving, extend that one.
Yes. I'm sure many of you know. Tadati. Last part is Shat Priti Lakshanam. 6 symptoms of love, of exchange of love between Vaishnavas are giving gifts and receiving gifts. Everyone likes to receive gifts, no? We can very easily expect gifts, no? But to give gifts and to think what is good gift for someone. You see, I have a couple of friends, they're amazing. Honestly, I think they're such amazing, just Vaishnava servants. They will observe you, they will see what you need and they will bring that. They will not tell you anything. I'm shocked by that. I don't have that quality. I'm shocked by that. I'm so much impressed. They will see, they will look, oh, you're going traveling, you're hungry, they will prepare this. And they do things like that. Amazing. And it's not just any kind of gift, which is useful for your service. You do your deity worship or your whatever link of devotional service you do, they bring you flowers for your deity and things like that. It's so amazing. I wish to imbibe that in my manners. No? Giving. No? When we give, we somehow, interestingly, feel secure. When you take, constantly take, you don't feel secure. You think, I need more. You develop greed. But if you give, you're already on level of, if you give spiritual gifts, you feel like I'm on the level of Brahma Bhuta Prasanna. I'm satisfied. I don't need things in my life. Because we look for love outside. If someone is giving me, so he loves me. No? But actually love is never outside. We look on the wrong place for love. Love is always only inside. Just like that analogy of deer, mrika, who whole life looked for a scent, ganda, and he couldn't find. He was constantly smelling the ganda, but he couldn't find, where is this coming? And finally he found, actually he didn't find, the whole life it was in his navel. They produced that kind of musk. It was in his navel. So in the same way, for us, love is within the heart. And what that means that we are giving. We are offering. We are offering as much as we can. Finally, we need to do full surrender, Sharanagati, Atmanivedana. We should offer our self to Krishna, to Vaishnavas. That means real Atmanivedana. What can I do for you? Anytime. People should be able to rely on us in spiritual life. Someone calls you and tells you, Prabhu, I have this problem, can you please? You should not say no. Otherwise, we'll never be empowered. We'll never come to that level of soul. So it's very important, giving. So many things can be said about that. Then, Guhyam Akyati Prichati. Guhyam Akyati means to reveal confidentially some of our heart. On Anartha Nivriti, I have Prabhu this Anartha. We should have such intimate bonds between Vaishnavas that I can rely on this person. I will tell him this and he will not spread this. This Prabhu, he's Kanishta Vaishnava, he's low class Vaishnava. He's doing these things. No? And it actually helped me so much when people told me that some of their life problems, and I didn't reveal but tried to help them. Then you feel like, just simply say, I will feel like man. I'm a human being on whom someone can rely, and from there I can progress as a Vaishnava. So Guhyam Akyati and Prichati, inquire philosophically. This is so important. Just like Krishna is saying in Gita, Tadvidi Pranipatena Pariprashnena. Prichati means to inquire, Pariprashna. So inquire about philosophical points. And if you don't have taste for Shastras, you can inquire from sadhus. Their hearts are like Shastra. So then, just from inquiring from them, you will get so much of enthusiasm. So no one can say, I'm not qualified. If you're not qualified, ask so many questions. How should I do this? How should I do that? Constantly. Guru is very happy with such person. Whole Bhagavatam is only questions and answers. Chaitanya Charitamrita, questions and answers. So many conversations. Ramananda, Rai Sambhada, Rupa Shiksha, Sanatana Shiksha, question and answers. Sanatana Goswami is saying, Kayami. Even this I don't know. Kimora Kartavya, what's my duty? So we can approach Vaishnava and say, Kimora Kartavya, what should I do? What's my duty? Very simple, no? Then through that guidance we can be guided further. Then two links which we like so much. Bhukte Bhojayate Chaiva. Bhukte Bhojayate. Bhojayate means to honor or relish prasadam, and bhukte to serve prasadam. And that is very much important because the sadhu sangha means actually sharing the mercy from Krishna. Prasadam means that mercy. So to serve prasadam is very important because otherwise we may get the idea that I need to just enjoy this food. Very nice, tasty food. But then we may not get full benefit of that because our consciousness is not developed enough. So we need to know how to serve prasadam, eat prasadam, and also how to cook prasadam. We see Chaitanya Charitamrita is full of recipes. Full of Bengali recipes, Oriya recipes. You see Lord Chaitanya's house of Sarvabhauma Acharya. So many recipes. Actually, I do, if someone is interested, I have one cookbook in PDF. I can share with you. It's called Cooking for Gornitai. One Swami, Prithivardhan Swami, he went all around Bengal and looking for different cooks, Matajis, and they were teaching how to cook authentic Bengali recipes. So if someone is interested, I can share this. I can relish this and make. Even nowadays in my environment, many are knowing about that. If someone knows, I would appreciate if you have any cookbook up from Raja. In Puri, we can find that I have found, for Jagannath Prasadam, some things are there nowadays, but for Raja I don't have. So if you have, you can kindly share. To offer such authentic recipes which God and I have tasted and Radha Krishna have tasted, and then we can get more insight into this Prasadam Leela. So, Priti Lakshana, 6 symptoms of love between Vaishnavas. So, the Sadhu Sangha is then slowly increasing, and our bhakti is increasing from Sadhu Sangha, and the Vaishnavas should always be seen from the point of Swarup Lakshana, and that is, the primary characteristic is that he is Bhakta. His marginal or secondary characteristic is that he may have some conditioning. But for us, this is secondary. Because many times we can see, oh, this devotee is like this, he's making problems, he's like this or like that, or even physical illness, or he's young or old or whatever. All these are secondary things. We should see the quality of his bhakti. Then we can associate with any Vaishnava. Of course, not with everyone we can be like-minded, Svajatiya, but we respect everyone. So, to see if always first the primary characteristic, then also our bhakti will be nourished so much. We will see, oh, he's doing such a bhakti, he's doing such service. No? We don't see these secondary, marginal things as important. Everyone is trying to progress in spiritual life. It's not that we are, how to say, blind, but we don't give emphasis to that. Emphasis. No? So it's very important to see always the first thing, and that is Swarup Lakshana, and someone is serving as a Bhakta, and how he's progressing from Kanishta to Madhyama and then to Uttama. So how we see their progress is based on 2 things, Shraddha and Shastra Yukti. The Uttamadhikari is Shastra Yukti is Sunipuna. Very good expert, Sunipuna in scriptural injunctions. Shastra Yukti is Sunipuna, and Shraddha Dhrita Nishchaya. He has firm faith into Krishna consciousness. Because he is very good in Shastra, he can explain scriptures to others and he can convince others. He's not disturbed by any kind of doctrines of the world, or atheism, or agnosticism, or science, or whatever. He can explain everything from scriptures. And then Madhyamadhikari, Shastra Yukti Nahi Jane. He's not so good in Shastra Yukti. Because sometimes he can explain, sometimes he cannot explain. But his Shraddha is Dhrida Nishchaya. His Shraddha is also very firm. Even if he cannot explain, he will still be studying his performance devotion service. He will find a way to understand what is the truth. Although he at the moment may not know. And the Kanishta Adhikari, his Shraddha is Komala Shraddha, very soft. And his understanding of Shastra is also very mild. And because he's not convinced so much, and his Shraddha is not firm, then sometimes he can go back to his old habits. He's having some tendencies, and because of prarabdha karma and the tendencies like Kulta and Bija, he's still going towards old habits of drinking coffee or smoking or whatever, eating eggs or fish or whatever. So we should have so much mercy for such a Kanishta Adhikari who is weak in his spiritual life. He's like a small child. So we should try to always help such Vaishnavas. And as we said, as more we appropriately behave with Vaishnavas, sadhus, more our bhakti is increasing, and bhakti being satisfied with us is offering the fruits of our devotion to Krishna. So the sadhu sangha, as we said in the beginning, is Bhagavad Shastra and Bhagavad Bhakta. So Lord Chaitanya was performing such a pastimes just to show us how to associate with devotees. On one occasion, Vallabhacharya had come to his group, and Lord Chaitanya understood that he is a great scholar, but he had some damba or pride. So Lord Chaitanya very likely have taught him something. So when Lord Chaitanya, when he was introducing him to other Vaishnavas, he said, look, this is Sarvabhauma Acharya. He's a great scholar. I learned Vedanta from him. This is Ramananda Rai. I learned Rasa from him. And he introduced all these Vaishnavas to him, and he said, I don't have any qualification. Just from this sadhu sangha, I have got so much blessings. Lord Chaitanya, he himself is teaching. So he is the Mahapurusha, who is the, to say, foundational pillar of Gaudiya Vaishnava education. Whenever we want to learn something about Gaudiya Vaishnavism, then we should see how Lord Chaitanya was doing. Because he is the Gaudiya Vaishnava. And by his personal example, how he's showing how to associate with devotees. He is saying, if you don't practice by yourself, you cannot give to others. So therefore, you have to fully practice Krishna consciousness all the way to Prema Bhakti, and the final level of Prema Bhakti is Mahabhava of Radharani, showing the complete path of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. I would like to ask how much more time do you have for what is the time?
9.
Oh, it's 9. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Do we have maybe any question? Or I continue? Yes,
I have a question which you just a few moments back, Krishna, you said that the primary qualities and secondary qualities. When we see the certain shortcomings in someone, we judge based on the secondary qualities and we ignore the primary qualities. Sometimes, Prabhuji, doesn't the primary qualities and secondary qualities are related? The secondary qualities manifest because the primary quality is not strong. Can't it be like that?
Can be, definitely. Some people are more materially developed in their secondary qualities. Their primary qualities they don't have. Therefore, he said that someone who is not Vaishnava, he doesn't have any quality. That's because this quality is not in Chitta. It's in just guna borrowed from Prakriti. It's not his actually. It's just see if someone is learned materially. Okay, let's keep, and he comes to 70s, 80s, he forget everything. So where is his knowledge then? Or his youth? He loses everything, so doesn't have any good quality. No? So some people have developed material qualities, and they can be used in Krishna consciousness spiritualized. But mostly Vaishnava develops qualities through Chitta, because of his dedication to Krishna. and then these secondary qualities are nourished. But we see also examples when someone is great bhakta, can be even in rasa with Krishna, but he doesn't have good qualities. Example is Bhima, violent, aggressive, swearing, great Vaishnava. And book of Vishwanath Chakravarti, Madhurya Kadambini, is saying that someone doesn't need to be fixed in good qualities to become Vaishnava. It doesn't depend on that. But slowly he will develop his qualities. The development of character is good only if it supports our bhakti. Otherwise, development of character outside of bhakti can create ego and pride. And it's finally not good character. No? I'm so great. I'm so pure. If you're not pure, if you think like this, you're not pure. So if someone is working on self-development outside of Krishna consciousness, it will naturally end up in bad character with time. So definitely self-development can be good, but always from the point of view of Krishna Ekasharana. This quality develops all other Vaishnava qualities. There are 26 Vaishnava qualities. Primary is Krishna Ekasharana. If someone surrendered to Krishna, we should know that in future he will improve. Or maybe it's a phase in his life. By karma, he cannot still overcome his bhakti, is weaker. It's a phase in life. So, but in future, let's see what he's gonna do. So we should give chance. Those who are visionaries in life, they invest in youth, and youth can misbehave. Children can misbehave, but he sees that this is the future of our community, of our family, of our community, society, whole tradition. So invest in children and youth. That's the biggest investment, if you ask me, in any tradition. So if you can invest in them, then the community will be naturally strong. So it is same also, you see our acharyas, they focus on teaching their students. They don't focus on developing, of trying to become guru. When we focus, it's so interesting, when tradition focus on gurus, then everything is ruined. When tradition focuses on disciples, everything flourishes. Because if tradition is focusing on students, then naturally from these students, many will be guru. Many will become good guru. And if we give good education, then many will become naturally teachers, gurus, brahmanas. But if you focus on gurus, then people will try to become guru although they are not qualified. So we should focus on learning. And learning is then developing good character in Krishna consciousness. Anything else, maybe? So this means that prasadam is ready and we can offer prasadam. And if there is no any other question, I'll thank you so much, and hopefully I'll meet you soon, either here or in Manipur. And don't forget actually that Shimaya Purnam is very unique. It is the Janmastan of Lord Chaitanya. So this yoga pit is the place where you connect with Navadvip, you connect with Panchatattva, and seek for very unique gift which Lord Chaitanya have come to give, and that is the Raja Bhakti. It's very easy. You can just come and chant, try to associate with Vaishnavas, take bath in Ganges, in Gorakund, other holy places, and we'll be so much blessed and life will be sublime. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.